Basically, we got to go somewhere like in our field of study and see what they done and learn basically what they did and see if it's something that we'd be interested in for an actual field. I went to the Life Care Center of Morgan County, and I went to the rehab gym there and got to watch the occupational therapist and the physical therapist work and see what they done, assist in any ways I could.
I was with my the fire department I've been with for I guess it's been 4 years in July. I was with East Rowan County Fire Department, and that pertains to my, I guess, major, because fire science and engineering, that's basically professional firefighting. That's the easy way to put it. But you know, I loved it, and having been volunteering with East Rowan County for a little under 4 years, it's definitely a class that I love, because I mean, for me at least, it's an easy A, because I spend tons of hours down there.
I volunteered at Wartburg Primary Care Center. It's a medical center in Morgan County, and I volunteered in the radiology department, basically overseeing the X-ray technologists and helping them. I learned a lot, actually. I learned how to run the equipment and how to process the films and really take care of the patients. It's good to volunteer. I mean, a lot more people need to be doing it.
I went to Choices Resource Center in Oak Ridge. What I did there was I worked at the front desk. They do a lot of different things with the community, as in they do the free pregnancy testing and STD testing. They do the parenting classes, and they have a little store inside that you can earn stuff from the classes. So what I would do is when someone would come in for the store, I would take them back to the store and help them with that. I would answer the phone. I would sit in on some ultrasounds. I was also starting to take training for the peer counseling there. Everybody that I came in contact with there and that came in was just wonderful. It was like a family, even for the people that were coming in to be helped. Everybody was very family oriented and very helpful.
I did Young Williams Animal Shelter down west at that place, and I worked with the spray and neuter clinic. I go every Friday and I do laundry. I make packs for different ones, and that's like tools and stuff. And then I clean the tools and the tubes that they use for surgery, and then I help move animals back and forth from the cage to where they need to go to get prepped.
I actually did 2 different services. One service was at an alternative and also a rehabilitation center. I just did paperwork and sat in meetings, sat in one-on-one meetings with the client and the therapist. And I also did service at Methodist Medical Center, and there I worked at the front desk and the paging center and just took families to their patients' rooms and let them know how their patient was doing and talked to the doctors and the nurses. I just interacted with a bunch of different people, got to learn more about my field, just talk around to the people that work in the hospital, and everybody was very friendly, and I didn't have any bad experiences with doing this class.
Well, the main service learning I did was with Methodist Medical Center in the gift shop. I answered phones, helped customers with gifts, like if they had a sick one in the hospital and they needed to cheer them up, I would kind of give them, ideas. I also, obviously sold items and answered questions. Sometimes the front desk people weren't there, so I'd have to go and answer questions. And sometimes we'd actually get phone calls for gifts too, and so I'd take the orders and then take them to the patients. And the other things I did was Habitat for Humanity. I organized a couple of events for my Allied Radiology Technology Program class, and we did painting for Habitat for Humanity. I also helped a friend of ours in our radiology class raise funds for the Susan Coleman 5K race, and it was a great experience. We went there, they had over 11,000 participants. great experience, and this was to go towards breast cancer survivors. The last thing I did was Fantasy of Trees, and that goes towards Children's Hospital, and all the profit goes to that. And I ended up doing souvenir toys, and what you do is you sell light-up toys to kids, and again, it was a great cause.
I volunteered at Kingswood Schools. It's a school, it's kind of like a home in a campus for abused or neglected children up until 18 years old. And I stayed at a cottage with 5 of the girls that stay there, and I help them out. Basically what we try to do is create a positive atmosphere for them, because their background was, they were surrounded by negative things. So we try to play board games with them. We try to, tell them stories.
Yes, I would highly recommend this for anyone, any student that's not sure about their field of study, or anyone that's just uncertain if this is actually what they want to do, or any profession that they're considering. They really should go and see what they're going to do.
I would indeed, because not only from the volunteering, and you get to go out and interact with people, we would have like online discussions in class too, and that's one thing. You can get different people's viewpoints and think a little bit more on that perspective too.
It's a great experience. Anybody that could take this class, I would highly recommend it.
I will definitely recommend it. It really changed my perspective on things. Like before I volunteered, I had no idea there was so many kids that were in need and so much that we can help out with. I recommend it.
Responsibilities are basically to organize projects, kind of think of things to do. I have a really good team of other officers, so we're trying to do our best to help out everybody that we possibly can. It's open to pretty much anybody, any student. It says full-time, but we're going to change that to part-time, as long as you go to your own state. You can expect to have an opportunity for all kinds of different projects. Anything you're interested in, we're open to. Animals, poor people, homeless people, food drives, pretty much anything. Yeah, we did the Be the Match donor drive. Be the Match is an organization that takes bone marrow and kind of gives it to people with deficiency disorders like leukemia, etc. So we had a donor drive to collect donors to donate possibly the things that these people need to live normal daily lives. Because it's a great opportunity to help your community. There are all kinds of opportunities. You can figure out something that you really like. Even if it's something you think you're interested in, you can kind of volunteer and make sure no matter what it is. We can always find something.